Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Valkenburg Street Airport Course for the 5th race of Season 3 in the NRSL ACES Republic of Gamers Truck Series. It's time for 25 laps of action around this airport circuit. It is the first of 2 road course races in the regular season. We've been off for about a week and a half since the Cup drivers went to Denver on their own. But the Cup drivers are here with these Truck Series drivers as well, and we're looking forward to 25 laps of racing. Jesus. Through the first 4 races of the season, we have had 4 different winners in the form of Adam Flickinger, Henry Sanford, Freddie Soto, and Austin Mendez. Before we get to your point standings, let's take a look at the top 10 in the starting lineup. On the front row will be Joshua Osborne and Henry Sanford, 2 of the top rookies so far this season. Osborne still looking for that first win to try and get him in the playoffs after missing Daytona. In row 2, we've got Nate Rogers and Donovan Cage. Row 3, Patrick Smith and Larry Hagan. Row 4 is Sam Young and Colt Hudson. And in row 5, we've got Logan York and your Daytona winner, Adam Flickinger. So as we look at the point standings, Austin Mendez takes the points lead. He leads 23 points over Larry Hagan. Third in points, Freddie Soto. Fourth, Jesse Turner. Fifth, Henry Sanford. Sixth, Donovan Cage. Seventh, Adam Flickinger. Eighth, Alexander Rowe. Ninth, Tyler Markle. And 10th, Peter Onjak. All our winners are top 10 in the points. So that top 10 right there are your current playoff drivers. After today, After today's race, there will be only 5 more races remaining, and those include DuQuoin, a dirt 1 miler, the LA Center, a short track, Cape Cod, the other road course, Meadowlands, the 3 different corners Speedway, and then Talladega. As a reminder, Charles Sanford and James Qualls will be in their trucks for that race, as will Dylan Young, who has decided that to allow Sam to drive until that race. The rule still remains, though, for Osborne and Henry, that hey, if you guys make the playoffs and you make it to the second round, Charles and Qualls have said that they will not impede their championship pursuits. So this is the first time ever on this track. This should give us a good gauge of what the Cup race could be like. Green flag is out, and we are underway. And apparently something has happened with my ticker. For the time being, I guess we'll have this blank little white thing just hovering the screen. I mean, I guess that's alright. I was messing with my layout folder a few days ago, so before I do the Cup race, I'll make sure to fix this. But good side-by-side battle between Henry Sanford and Joshua Osborne. I mean, it's actually not that much of a glaring problem because it makes it a lot easier to see through. But it looks like Henry Sanford will take the lead here. Donovan Cage has taken 3rd place as the dog goes off. Donovan Cage 3rd. This is the longest straightaway portion of the racetrack. As you see Osborne trying to dive back in there on Henry Sanford. A long race ahead of us. These drivers are expected to pit once. And that'll be a dangerous place right there. But Henry Sanford is your leader, then Osborne, Donovan Cage, Nate Rogers, Colt Hudson rounds out the top 5. Adam Flickinger 6th, Hagan 7th, Smith 8th, as Sam Young and Logan York battle for 9th. And it looks like Logan York will take that position. 11th, Tyler Markle. 12th this week in the 25 truck is Lucas Catano. This is his second start. As they continue to battle in the back. This is another of the longer straightaways, but they head into a heavy braking zone right here. Now they are using the high drag package here on these road courses for the trucks as well. So we'll see if we get any sort of drafting up. I mean, the straightaways aren't extremely long. I mean, this is about the longest straightaway you're going to see all racetrack. Looks like Osborne is getting a bit of a run, but you can see they're not even getting into fourth gear. And that is where the draft would really come into play. But you can see Nate Rogers is trying to make a move on Donovan Cage for third. It's that Cup experience, and Cage will yield. And with that, Nate Rogers runs in third place. Not seeing any other movement. Sam Young under fire from Tyler Markell. Let's go through the rest of the field while we're at it. You know, there's probably going to be a single file fest all day. James Dunn 13th, Joe Jefferson, Jonathan Wong, Alexander Rowe, Emmanuel Hartnett, Delon Ibrahimian, Gatlin Downey, and James Ellison. That's the top 20. You can see the lap time's a lot slower in the back. They're being a lot more cautious. Nobody wants to run anybody over. Rob Evans 21st and Matthew Brown. Adam Garcia, battle for 24th between Peter Onjak and Austin Mendez. This is your winner from a few weeks ago, or in simpler terms, one race ago. 26th, Austin Alves. 27th, Zach Rogers. Battle for 28th between Seth Cole and Danny Jones. Seth Cole running different colors this week. You can see a lot easier to actually maybe gain positions on this tight hairpin corner back here. That's Keith Rich in 30th. Jesse Turner, 31st. Bobo Jones, 32nd. Audra Morenoska's 33rd. RJ Bishop trying to get 34th from Freddie Soto. And then Jack James sits in last place. So I'm going to go see what is going on, and while that happens, y'all can take it on board with Nate Rogers. Have returned. You can see Nate Rogers really trying to close in the gap on Osborne and Sanford. Quite the cloudy afternoon here today. This can be a big corner that gains some ground. So you see Osborne losing time while Nate Rogers gains time. To the spectator camera we go. Let's see those lap times. Wow, 6/10, almost 7 on Osborne, but Nate did gain another 4 on Henry Sanford. Logan York has made it by Patrick Smith for 8th place, as Tyler Markle sits in 10th place now. Not sure if we'll see any crazy pit strategies here. As we mentioned, Osborne's looking for that win right now. He's running second. Osborne sits 23rd in points, so he is in the top 25 range. But he also needs to remember that he's going to want to get at least a one race gap over 26th in points, because if he's going to make the playoffs, one, he needs to win a race, and two, he needs to stay high enough in the points, just as Henry Sanford has been doing. Because you're not going to be running that season finale, regular season finale that is, at Talladega. So you really need to get a good points gap. And it looks like this lap by Nate Rogers actually loses ground on Osborne. You can see a lot more distance. Osborne actually gaining back as Nate yo-yoed back 0.6. So is the battle on for the race lead here on lap 6. As we'll take a look. Fastest lap does go to the 4 of Nate Rogers, the only driver to get a 1:35. See, 36th place already 25 seconds behind the leader. Let's go back. Let's find another Cup Toyota. The form of Zach Rogers sitting in 27th place. Zach has run 2 races so far this season, and he hasn't had the best of luck in the Truck Series. 28th place average finish between the 2 races and 30 points to show for it. Speaking of statistics, 2 drivers with average finishing positions at a 10 or below on multiple races is Austin Mendez with a 9.75 and Henry Sanford with a 6.67. Sanford's over 3 races, Mendez is over 4. And the 2 drivers with an average starting position under 10, Donovan Cage has a 9.0, which I believe will improve because he did start top 10 yet again here today. And then Peter Onjak with a 7.75, who I also believe started close to the top 10, but I could be mistaken. Okay, I am mistaken because he's like 24th. I don't think he started near the top 10 today. Not seeing a whole lot of track position movement here. Road courses tend to be difficult to make up time. But Joshua Osborne is all over the bumper of Henry Sanford. And Nate Rogers just gained a ton of time there through that section. See, right before the braking zone, Osborne starts to get that little bit of draft. See, Nate Rogers really closed up. Seven laps down. 18 remain. Osborne keeping pretty close distance as Nate gains 0.3. These 3 go into pit road all together. It could get pretty interesting. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back hopefully in time for pit stops. We're back here on lap 10 and Nate Rogers just had a terrible last section of chicanes. Coming to start finish line, the tire we're really getting in, it's getting a little more slippery on those old tires, and almost hit the wall for the left-hander. Really had to check up. He ended up losing 7/10 to Osborne, who continues to yo-yo back and forth from Henry Sanford. Rest of the top 10 still the same: Donovan Cage, Colt Hudson, Adam Flickinger, Larry Hagan, Logan York, Patrick Smith, and Tyler Markle. Go through the rest of the order. Don't believe any of these drivers have changed positions either. And that is the case. Pit stops are probably where we'll see track position change. We are nearing the point where everyone would make it on fuel, which would be about lap 12, lap 13. See Nate Rogers with a much better corner that time. Ooh, Hagan had to check up. You can see how much time he loses. Logan York now on his bumper for 7th position. Pit road is quite weird, especially the way you enter and exit a very long pit road. So we could certainly expect to see one of the more interesting pit road sequences. Now for the Cup race, I believe everyone will probably pit twice, since that is a 40-lap affair. Sanford is still unable to shake and check out from Osborne and Nate Rogers. Nate Rogers still kind of just chilling. But they have checked out from Donovan Cage and others, as now Colt Hudson has been passed by Adam Flickinger for 5th place. So a position change in the top 10 here at the end of this run. The Daytona winner getting that 2-point bonus for 5th. Still no signs of anyone coming to pit. The top 3 get through those corners just fine. You can see about 133 the start finish line, and then instantly braking for the corner. See Donovan Cage losing another 7/10 that lap. So the top 3 in a world of their own. Ooh, and oh, Nate Rogers gaining another 4 to 5 tenths on the top 2. See, 10th place is a whole 10 seconds behind Henry Sanford. Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Ford. That's the top 10. We'll see if maybe Adam Flickinger gets a shot at Donovan Cage, but Colt Hudson right back on the charge on the 16. As you can see, the 87 trying to gapping the 10 yet again from the looks of things. So we're on the lap where they should be able to pit and make it, but we'll see if they choose to pit here or not. Considering how you drive the track, I think pitting early could be the winning strategy. It's about a 2.5 second gain right now. We have yet to see a veteran driver win. Henry Sanford has already done it once. Osborne pits a lap before Henry Sanford, could be a difference maker. That last lap by Nate Rogers again, 3/10 faster. So the top 3 now all bunched up within a half second of each other. Oh, Nate Rogers got tight coming through this corner. He might lose time from that. Perhaps not. Let's go to the helicopter camera. You can see how close. Oh, and there's a bit of time lost. Nate was going to make a move. He decided not to, and he just lost a ton of time taking that corner wide. You can see he probably lost the full second from that. Still no signs of anyone wanting to come down pit row. Wait, no, Patrick Smith is going to lead the first group down from 9th place. Markle, Sam Young, and others. And it looks like pretty much everyone from 9th on back decided to pit. The only one who didn't is Jonathan Wong, who was running about 16th. But 9th on back pit. And you can see how much time Nate Rogers lost, about 7 seconds overshooting this hairpin corner. Osborne continues to run evenly right behind Sanford. He just about did the same thing Nate Rogers did, and that lets Nate gain back all that time on the 10. Because now the 10 loses that time to the 87. So we'll see what pitting one lap later does for the extent of the run. But Jesse Turner must have pit the lap before because he is already out on track. And he is way ahead of Tyler Markle. Unless, oh no, wait, I don't think he pit yet either. Nope, I'm gonna guess. I think he was far enough back, and now we're seeing, yep, Sanford, Osborne, Nate Rogers are all coming in here on lap 14. It looks like the rest of the top 8 will follow them in, as will Jonathan Wong, and then this will be a true telltale sign if Turner came down on lap 12 or not. I don't think he did. He's showing a very severe lack of traction. Yeah, he's coming down. He was near the very back of the pack. Patrick Smith, Sam Young came out at the back. So did Joe Jefferson. Hartnett, we're looking at a complete flip. Dunn, Brown, Hartnett, Jefferson, Sam Young, and Patrick Smith all fell tremendously. Sanford gets out first. And he's going to pull big time. Henry Sanford is out. Osborne, Nate Rogers, second and third right behind. Adam Flickinger's up to 4th now. 5th, Colt Hudson, and there's Tyler Markle up to 6th. Remember, he pitted from 10th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So Jonathan Wong stayed out, and he gained spots doing that. So what a move by the 02. That could have something to do with the 5 trucks we saw come out of their pit stalls super late. Markle's got heated up tires while Hudson does not. He is going to try and drive right around the 49, and he does just that, so put Tyler Markle to 5th place. You can see that Henry Sanford has gapped Osborne and Nate Rogers. He'll hit the line at 10 to go. They all pit the same lap. It's going to be very tough for these drivers to gain time on Henry Sanford. We'll see the official tally here at the start finish line. 2.8 seconds back to Joshua Osborne. There he is. There's Nate Rogers. Adam Flickinger with a bumper full of Tyler Markle. So Markle pits from 10th, gets up to 5th. He's looking for 4th on Adam Flickinger. Not sure if he'll get it. Tires might be heated up by now for Adam. Oh, and you can see maybe trying to make a move there on that corner. Gets a little wide. How about the 25 team second race in a row with 2 different drivers? Benjamin Ice did a very good job at Martinsville, and now Lucas Catano running top 10 at Valkenburg. Alexander Rowe moved up to 8th. Downey sits in 10th. He's got a bumper full from Delon Ibrahimian. And then Jonathan Wong in 12th has already fallen back there from 10th. That's probably due to tires not being heated up, but it looks like he's going to pass Ibrahimian back for 11th. Or maybe not. Well, not quite yet. Swan goes very far off the track. And we can see right now that Osborne is not gaining any time. 3/10 slower than Henry Sanford that lap. With that, we're going to take our second break of the race, and we'll be back at 5 to go. Well, we're back. All these drivers can do is chase Henry Sanford. Osborne still second, Nate Rogers in third. As we see the rest of the drivers come through here, Adam Flickinger 4th, Tyler Markle, Colt Hudson, Lucas Catano, Alexander Rowe, Logan York, and Gatlin and Downey. That is your top 10, despite pitting a lap later. Jonathan Wong apparently not doing so well. He just got passed for 12th. He's down to 13th place. Let's find Jesse Turner. He sits 22nd. I think that was a lot better than where he was. Jack James was running last earlier. He's 25th. See on Jack though, Jacob Dunn, Matthew Brown, Emmanuel Hartnett, Joe Jefferson, Sam Young, and Patrick Smith all had problems with pit road for some reason. It does not look like... It looks like they might have gotten a 30-second penalty. I'm not certain. I'm not sure why they would have. But that is what has taken them out of what were top 20 runs. And it has definitely shaken up the top 10. Four laps to go for Henry Sanford, looking for career win number 2 and win number 2 on the season. Just 4 more circuits and he's got it. Excuse me, I had to plug in my headset. So this will continue the rookie streak. See Osborne still second. Nate Rogers has been the only veteran challenging all day. Alexander Rowe, the second highest, in 8th place. In fact, for 2 Cup drivers, or well, Rowe's a former Cup driver. You've got Tyler Markle, who ran 1 season or 2. 1 or 2 seasons, I want to say, in Cup. He sits in 5th, truck veteran at that, and Gatlin Downey in his 2nd truck season. D-Line Ibrahim doing a good job here today. He sits in 11th. I think just really where you pit was a big thing. Three to go for Henry Sanford as the lead gets bigger every lap. It's just apparently a lot easier to drive the track when there's no one around you. Osborne still unable to shake Nate Rogers despite having no one in front of him. Sorry guys, I'm at a loss for words. And doing the cup race will probably be about the same. So good run for Adam Flickinger. See where our other race winners are at. Donovan Cage was running top 10. He's fallen to 16th. Austin Mendez sits in 18th. And Freddie Soto sits 23rd. We're at 2 to go. 6-second lead for Henry Sanford. What's up, dog? Dog in the room. See our fastest laps on the day. Wow, the 98 of... I believe that is RJ Bishop. Yes, indeed. RJ Bishop with the 135.753. Nate Rogers, the 35.828. Osborne, Henry Sanford, Logan York, Danny Jones, Zach Rogers, Seth Cole, Adam Flickinger, and Larry Hagan. Nice. As Henry Sanford will take the white flag, and I will hopefully have the bar back the way it was supposed to be. Like I said, I deleted something that I shouldn't have, and I think I know what it was. So this is a rare occurrence where you're seeing a mistake that I know the solution to. So Henry Sanford comes down the long straight. Well, the left turn straight, I should say. one last time. As we see from this cool TV2 camera. As he heads through the chicane, it'll be Henry Sanford taking home his second win of 2019. Joshua Osborne will get second. Nate Rogers third, Adam Flickinger fourth, Tyler Markle fifth, Colt Hudson, Lucas Catano, Alexander Logan York, and Gatlin Downey. That is the top 10. So it'll be another week and a half off for the trucks until they hit to DuQuoin. As the brakes will continue to pile up. But I will see you guys for the Cup race. Hopefully it could be maybe a little more exciting than this was. See you guys then.